we come right up to date with our World Champion Checkmate Challenge and the current World Champion Magnus Carlsen from Norway. Let's take a look at this position. It is Carlsen to play, white to play here. This was the final game in the tiebreak in New York in 2016. How did Carlsen finish off very smartly from here? So in this series of world champions and the Checkmate Challenge, we've gone right from the first world champion, the first official world champion, Wilhelm Steinitz in 1886, and a direct line through to the present day to Magnus Carlsen. And of course, chess has developed extraordinarily during that time with strategy and professionalism as well. But all these world champions have something in common. Self-belief. Incredible self-belief to get there. The pressure they're under in these matches is, well, only they really know. And once they lose that self-belief, then the title goes. You can see that right through the history of chess. And what intrigues me now is, does Carlsen still have that belief that he is the number one classical player in the world? It's been very tight the last two World Championship matches. It's clear that everyone is gaining ground on him. Fabiano Caruana matched him, went toe for toe with him in this last match in London, was only beaten in the rapid play tiebreak. So, does Carlsen truly believe that he deserves to be there? It'll be very interesting to see what happens in 2 years' time. And the other thing that these world champions have in common is this ability to spot a checkmate like that, this killer instinct to see a finish. And we can see that very well with this final position. So this was game 4 of the rapid play tiebreaks. And, well, Carlsen didn't need to allow Black's queen and rook into this position. But he'd only allowed the queen to come in because he'd spotted a checkmate in this position. And this was a very nice piece of calculation, considering that this was rapid play. So first of all, a check. Now, in the game, Karyakin moved the king up to h7. But let's just have a quick look and see what happens on bishop f8. Now remember, Carlsen would have had to have calculated this a long way before allowing the queen into the second rank. And, well, this is deep enough. I mean, you could say this is fairly straightforward calculation. It's all checks. Nevertheless, you have to get it right. Now, if the king goes to g8, then that's plain sailing. That's very easy. We can see that at, well, queen g6 or rook h8 mate. But let's come back to this position. So the rook has just given check on f7. So what about king e8? Well, it's still possible to do this all with checks. And you have to by this stage, with the sword of Damocles hanging over your head at the other end of the board. And now we can do it like this. I mean, there are other checks are available, which are also good, but this is the quickest way to do it. And then mate on a8. I repeat, he would have had to have seen this line way back before he allowed the queen in on f2. So that was the variation with bishop f8. And what happens on king h7? This was the game continuation, and again Carlsen would have had to have seen this a few moves before, but of course he did. Queen h6. Beautiful, spectacular conclusion to the entire match. So let's just go through. If king takes, then rook h8 is checkmate. And if pawn takes queen, then rook takes pawn is checkmate. Wonderful stuff. I hope you've enjoyed the series. If you want to check out all of the puzzles, then do take a look at the whole playlist. You'll see the link up there or down there somewhere, the info tab or the description down there or somewhere on your screens. If you're not a subscriber, then do click on the subscribe button. It's free to subscribe. You get instant notification of new videos if you click on the bell. And if you want to support us on PayPal or via patreon.com, then please do check out the rewards on patreon.com as well. There's lots of good stuff there we want to give to you if you contribute to the channel. Thanks for watching.